So I was criticizing the fact that this individual who has barely, right, barely been a citizen in our country, who was voting and, well, was donating, I should say, to President Trump's detractors a month before the presidential election, how this individual was appointed to go work in the Trump administration. Because one of my biggest criticisms is, I love President Trump, but there's a vetting crisis. There was a vetting crisis on his campaign. And there's a vetting crisis now in the White House, and nobody really, nobody wants to address the elephant in the room. But I mean, every single time I post anything, the question is, oh, how come you're not working in the Trump administration? Or, oh, how come they don't have you doing research or vetting? And it's a really good question, right? It's a really good question because, and again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this because I love President Trump, but there's serious deficiencies in the administration when it comes to vetting. And so anytime I say things like this, there's people who obviously don't like me who work for the president. Some of them do, some of them don't, who then run and cry and they say, oh, Laura Loomer's attacking you, sir. And the reality is I'm not attacking President Trump, right? So if I wanted to attack him, I would allow for the vetting crisis to just go totally unnoticed, right? Speaking of noticing, I would not be doing so much noticing, but I have this ability to notice a lot of the deficiencies when it relates to vetting as it pertains to the legal cases or the staffing of his own administration or some of the appointees. And I don't know if it makes some of the people who work for him feel inferior because they're supposed to be getting paid to do this. And they're clearly missing really key, important facts, and they're screwing up with vetting. I don't know. I don't know if it's professional jealousy or it's a form of resentment because they don't have some of these people, right? Not all of them, because there are some very good people who work for the president, but there's also some people there who, without naming names, I mean, we all know who, shouldn't be there, right? So there's a lot of people, just like in the first administration, who shouldn't be there. And then they go cry. They cry to President Trump and they go and cry to his senior advisors, and they say that I'm becoming a problem because, well, I speak out, right? I speak the truth and I'm calling things out. But look, I'm the most pro-Trump person you're ever going to meet.